Welcome back, everyone. As always, it's a blessing to be here. I know it's been a while. It's been over a month and a half now. About to be 2 weeks or 2 months since I've posted a video. Well, it's always a blessing to be alive, and it's a blessing to be here. And, I felt like I need to speak about what's going on in the community of XPR Proton. So, as we all know, as the saying goes, if you're not living under a rock, you most likely have heard of what's going on. And I would like to keep this video brief. I'm not going to show any visuals or go into pictures or videos and to show y'all specific details of how to move things, how to, take care of your wallets and things like that. I just want to speak briefly on it, and I'll point you in the right direction. Again, whatever I say in this video or anywhere else is not financial advice. I'm just telling y'all what I see, and I'm reporting on it. And I'm giving y'all the two options, as always, the good and the bad, or whatever you like to do. At the end of the day, whatever you do with your money is your decision. So, two major points that we have to hit is, the current Proton blockchain, or XPR blockchain, so-called, is going to merge with Metal blockchain. So they're going to push that into Metal blockchain, and what that's going to do is put it into the A chain, so-called, okay? We'll get into all those details, but I just want to hit briefly on the topics of what's going on. And the two options that you have is keep your XPR on WebAuth wallet, or put your XPR and put it with a .gm account on Anchor wallet. And we've seen a lot of predictions, a lot of decodes that are coming out. There's some decodes that I even do, and I don't want to share it sometimes, to be honest, because it goes too deep into the rabbit hole that I'll rather just show it to people in close groups and close proximity instead of just posting it on the web for everyone to see. There's some things that go too deep into the detail where you don't really want to hit points on it. You want to keep it personal until the whole thing explodes wide open. But shout out to Crypto Rick, shout out to Crypto Bully Bear, shout out to New Titan, shout out to Crypto Lycan, and shout out to Crypto Starship. If I'm not mistaken, I believe everyone else is putting in the work as well. But yeah, shout out to everyone, putting in the work, especially Crypto Rick. And I would really encourage all of y'all to watch his Anchor video. Watch Anchor video if you want to anchor, or even if you don't, just so you're aware of what's going on. It's best to be aware. It's best to have the knowledge of what's going on than staying in the dark. Even in the Bible, it says, my people perish for the lack of knowledge. So gain the knowledge, understand what's going on, and you can make the decision for yourself. So again, getting back into those two things, what will happen speculatively is that some people are saying when it goes on the A chain, if you leave your XPR or any other tokens on the WebAuth wallet, and when it merges with the A chain, it will lose its value because there will be no more blockchain providers. So that's not the XPR Classic as some people mention it. That would be just XPR Proton or XPR Network. If you want to keep your XPR Proton, the original one, which is XPR Classic, currently the exact thing you hold, XPR Network, XPR Proton, is exactly the same as XPR Classic because the merge has not happened. So if you want to keep that and keep it the same, you would have to merge in these scenarios. Again, you don't have to, but it's best to merge and keep it there. And you can divide half and half, merge half, leave the rest half. But when the liquidity runs out, it'll go to zero. So as I've always said, these specific utility tokens such as XPR, XRP, XLM, all of those tokens will not blow up to those numbers that we know they will until there's a huge catastrophic event in this world. And they need to replace this so-called fiat currencies. They might hit $10. XPR can even go to 10 cents all-time high, right? But it won't hit those crazy numbers that we possibly know can exist, again, hypothetically, that it could possibly hit those numbers. So Again, you have two options that come down to it. You leave it on WebAuth and you take your chances with Metallicus or Marshall, but again, the company Metallicus, or you move it to Anchor, or you anchor it where you get the certificate. And if you don't know what the certificate I'm talking about is, you can get a certificate when you anchor it, so you're the true owner of your tokens. And Crypto Rick does an amazing, phenomenal video of explaining it and also showing you the steps. If he didn't post that video, I would make my own video. But since it was a great video, I will lead you guys so you can watch it as well, okay? So it's a great video, very informative video. And shout out to him for posting it. Again, we all have our own opinions. If you don't want to anchor, it's your own money, you do what you want to. If you want to anchor, it's your own money, you do what you want to. But if you don't have that GM account, then I guess you're not technically the owner of those XPR tokens. And again, guys, the banks, if Metallicus is a bank, and I'm just thinking of it from a different kind of perspective. If Metallicus is a bank, there will be some shady actions in the background. Take a look at any bank, JP Morgan and Chase, right? Bank of America, American Exchange. All of these have been tied up with so much fraud. You can even say with the cartels. You can even say with tax evasions, or even covering for people that are scamming. A lot of things going on, right? But they just pay a little fine and then get away with it. So if Metallicus crashes and the ecosystem crashes, that will mean XPR in return will crash. And if you don't have the specific XPR Proton Classic tokens, then when that crash happens and you think you can buy back, you can't, because there's no provider, right? There's a lot of things that are going on. I hope I'm doing a great job of explaining this. If I'm not, I can definitely make a video where I can show you visuals as well. I'm a visual learner as well, so it'll be a little easier, but just let me know in the comments below. But you have two options. Number one, don't do anything with your tokens. Leave it where it is. Keep a stake. Do what you want to. You can get that 4.6, or it's probably 5.1 now, since a lot of people have been unstaking their tokens. 5.1% APR monthly. APR is monthly, APY is yearly. So it's very great return, right? And we all taking advantage of it. But it's 5.1 or even 5% return monthly, 4.5% return monthly. Satisfactory if you're going to lose all of your tokens. Me personally, it's not satisfactory if I'm going to lose all of my tokens and all of the liquidity and all of my equity will be pulled out to zero. So if I'm in a scenario where I need to choose, maybe I want to be an owner and take it to the route of .gm. And Crypto Bully Bear mentioned that if you go that route, you may not be able to come back in, right? But when the system goes in, they need liquidity. That doesn't mean they don't have money, right? But they still want transactions to flow through. And if you are a sole owner of your tokens and you put a .gm on it, most likely, I would say 99%, you can still bring them back. You don't have to bring them back to WebAuth wallet, but there will still be so many places like decentralized exchanges, even centralized exchanges, where they can put XPR Network or XPR Classic on their exchanges. Like, for example, if Coinbase has XPR Network, or let's just go to Proton, right? If Coinbase has Proton on their exchange, from your .gm account, just send it straight to Coinbase and cash out if you want to sell, right? So many ways you can do it. You don't always have to send it to the WebAuth wallet. But this is just going in the future. And if this A-chain comes in and nothing changes, everything stays the same, then hey, all you can do and all you have a choice to do is bring your tokens back. I'm not saying something bad will happen, but I'm just saying it's always good to understand both of those scenarios and make the decision for yourself. It's not good to be blindsided by one thing or the other, okay? So I just wanted to come in and give my take on it. Again, shout out to all the decoders. I really want to come back to YouTube. It's not like I've been far away a long time, but with my consistent posting of probably 4 or 5 videos a week minimum, just going with no videos for about close to 2 months now, it feels a little weird. I like making videos. I like keeping people informed. And yeah, still chat on Twitter, Instagram, Telegram a little bit here and there. Definitely keeping in touch with the community, but making videos is very nice. And I try to present it to y'all in an easy, fashionable way where you're able to understand what's going on and make the decision that suits yourself. So whatever you align yourself with, the A-chain or the .gm account, you choose, you make the decision for yourself. But at the end of the day, you take care of yourself, do the research, And you have any questions, put it in the comments below. We can discuss. God bless. I hope I'll see y'all very, very soon. Peace out.